Wait for it to get hot. Thank everybody for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe button, share button. Lets us know you care. All right, we are live. So we are live. This is the First Inning Radio Show. And you can find us on any platform that you listen to. Just search the First Inning Radio Show. And you can search me, the BX Bomber 2011, and you can find me on all social media. And I'm along again with today with Michael Caputo and Roger the Big Yankee fan. Say hello, guys.
Hey, hello. Hey, good evening, everyone. How's everybody?
Good, man. So spring training starts tomorrow, man. So what do you guys think?
Okay. Excited, Michael. I'm very excited. Yeah, I want to see how the season pans out. I hope we have a great year, a big year, and I hope the Yankees win the World Series finally, and we finally break this 12-year drought, or actually 11-year drought. So I'm ready to see how everything goes, and I hope we're injury-free this year. Yeah. So, yeah, you take it away. What do you guys think?
Definitely.
Yes, I wanted to say that the Yankees just made a big signing yesterday, and they signed a pitcher that is coming back to them, Justin Wilson. And Justin Wilson had a very good season with them in 2015, and then left the Yankees. He was with the Mets last year, and there's a little bit of information here that says where the Justin Wilson signing leaves the Yankees. And we're days away from pitchers and catchers reporting, but it looks like the Yankees will be reshaping the roster right down to the wire. After an oddly prolonged courtship, the Yankees finally signed Justin Wilson last night, putting the finishing touches on their late inning relief corps. The move leaves the team in an interesting state. The 40-man roster is again stocked to the brim. We don't yet have all the contract details for Wilson, but the salary will surely bring the team within a few million of their own ever-so-strict budget limits. With Brett Gardner still out on the market, the Yankees' winter doesn't feel finished, but each move they make without bringing back the veteran pushes the two sides further apart. So that was a little bit of information. The Yankees have signed Justin Wilson. The money is not out on that. He throws a very strong fastball and a cutter, and he will join Darren O'Day in the bullpen. So they have parted ways with Adam Ottavino and brought in O'Day and Justin Wilson.
And they also traded Tommy Kahnle to the Dodgers, so they had to make up for losing Tommy Kahnle and Ottavino. But the thing I don't get is I like the signing, but why was it a minor league deal? I thought they would sign to a major league deal. How come he has to, he's got to pass spring training games now in order to make the team? And I thought they would just sign him to like a regular, major league deal.
Well, actually, he's not that great in the first place.
Well, Justin Wilson, he's pretty good. I don't know. He's got good numbers.
Oh, Justin Wilson is considered a veteran, very stud relief pitcher. He was with the Mets last year, and they would not sign him to a minor league contract. He is a high-ranking relief pitcher, so he costs at least several $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, he is really good. I just was confused why they gave him a minor league deal. I guess, what did they think? Maybe because he came – did he get hurt or something last year? Because why would you give him a minor league deal?
Oh, no, I don't believe so. I believe that he was good. Well, double check on that, but no, he's considered one of the top quality pitchers. He's 33 years old, so he's a veteran.
He's good. And then they signed Jay Bruce. I don't know how that's going to pan out. I mean, I don't even know if he's going to make the team. That guy's like 34 years old. Yeah. I mean, they got a lefty hitter, so. But,
Jay Bruce did get a minor league contract to begin with, but if he makes the team, he will make $1.35 million.
Well, he does hit home runs though, but he's not a great player though.
Jay Bruce, yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's like a 220 hitter. He's all or nothing. It's a home run or a strikeout. I'm not that thrilled about that move, but if it can help the Yankees, then I'm for it. He's a lefty hitter, so they needed a lefty hitter. So then we talked about that. There's too many right-handed hitters in this lineup. They need more lefties. So maybe that's the guy that they. But I mean, he's kind of past his prime. I remember him playing with the Cincinnati Reds. He was really good, but he kind of went down. I mean, he's not you don't hear about him no more. He's no. But if he helps the Yankees, I'm all for it. Like I said, so.
Yeah, he's not. He's he's already washed up, man, and washed out. He wasn't really a big player in the first place. So
Yeah.
He had several major years with home runs where he hit well over 30 home runs, but in recent years he's been injured quite a bit.
yeah, but what I'm saying is he's hit a lot of home runs that didn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you got to hit home runs in Yankee Stadium. You know how hard it is to hit a home run in Yankee Stadium? it's forget about it. He's not gonna. Let's see if he makes the team. I mean, they need him anyway because they don't have a fifth outfielder anyway, so they're gonna need him.
Well, actually, this Yankee Stadium is not that hard because it's like a bandbox. The old stadium was harder to hit home runs because it was bigger. This stadium is it's easier. The balls just fly out. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But I think the stadium is actually easier because it's not as big as the old stadium. But yeah, I mean, you make a point with that. It's not the easiest to hit a home run at Yankee Stadium today. But
he is a left-handed hitter, and they have the short porch there, and he does have a lot of power. But as I said, he's been rather injured over the past several years.
Yeah, that's the problem with him. I mean, I don't make anything much of that deal, but it is what it is. But it looks like the Yankees are ready to go. So I guess this is the last moves they're going to make. I wonder what else. I guess this is it for them unless they make another trade for a starter. But that's probably not going to come to the deadline.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make any more moves. I think that's it for the Yankees. I'm surprised they went this far anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. We didn't even think they were going to make any moves except DJ LeMahieu. And they actually did some. They actually made a couple of good moves. I hope it works out. Corey Kluber, Jamison Taillon. I hope that guy's good.
Yeah, we need them guys to pitch because still the whole rotation hasn't pitched a full season yet. So we still waiting to see what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Kubler and those guys you mentioned, they were hurt and stuff like that. So
yeah, all of them coming back from injuries. All three guys, Taillon, Kluber, and Severino. So I hope they better be back healthy because then the Yankees rotation once again is gonna look a disaster.
Well, Severino,
those guys you have to rely on.
Severino, you ain't gonna see until July. Yeah, so it's a wild way to go. You know,
that's gonna be a long time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not relying on him because he's gonna come back too late. So, but when he comes back, you got to pitch good.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do his thing.
Playing poker more or less. You know, they are really holding their hand close to them with. They could have some potentially fantastic players, but there's a lot of risk because many of them are coming back from injuries.
I know. I just hope, man, that when spring training, starts now, it is going to start tomorrow. I hope that we get no injuries because that's the problem with the Yankees. They get injuries early in the season. They get it in preseason. I mean, I hope we don't hear anything about hamstring injuries from these guys. Because that's the whole thing with the Yankees. They get injuries like before the season even starts, like right in spring training.
I mean,
there's injuries before they even report.
It's true.
Yeah, they do. That's right.
It's true.
They get injuries before they get hurt, like when they're home or something.
Yeah,
I hope that doesn't happen.
Like your boy Aaron Boone playing basketball. Remember that time when Aaron Boone broke his ankle playing basketball?
Right.
Yeah, that was it was in a basketball game, and it wasn't even during the season. I remember, and that's how when they traded for A-Rod. They traded him from the Texas Rangers because they needed a third baseman. I remember that was late February, Valentine's Day, when they got A-Rod from the Texas Rangers. Who
was the one that got hurt jumping on the trampoline? Remember that one?
No. Sure. That one I haven't heard of.
I forgot. Was it Shane Spencer or one of those guys that got hurt on a trampoline? Jumping on the trampoline? I don't remember.
That story I haven't heard of. Was that like in the 90s? 2000s?
Nah, it's like 2000s, man. It's around.
I guess it was, but that story I haven't heard of the trampoline thing. I know all these.
I forget who it was. I think it was Shane Spencer or Chad Green. Not Chad Green. Chad Curtis.
Yeah,
I don't know.
One of them dudes broke or sprained their ankle or something like that on a trampoline. I forgot who it was, but go ahead. Anyway.
Oh yes, well, my step cousin through Victor's side of the family was named Mike Deaney, and I have not seen him in years, but he actually played with the Oakland Raiders in the 1970s. He was a wide receiver, Mike Deaney, and he tore ligaments in his ankle playing a charity basketball game on Staten Island. And then he got replaced by a wide receiver named Cliff Branch. But he was an up-and-coming wide receiver in the 70s for the Oakland Raiders, and tore ligaments in his ankle playing a pickup basketball game, charity basketball game on Staten Island. And then he got replaced by a wide receiver named Cliff Branch, if you guys remember that name, Cliff Branch.
No, never even heard of him.
That's a shame. So sorry to hear that.
Well, this was way before you guys were even born. This was back in the 70s. John Madden was the coach of the Raiders at that time, and Kenny Stabler was the quarterback.
Oh, wow.
But I was going to say, so I hope that this team, they go into this regular season healthy and everyone's ready to go. But we always have a problem with them staying healthy. It's every season that there's always a problem with injuries. But if they can, it's a miracle if this team can stay healthy for a full season.
It's true, man. But the thing is, though, that's the main key, man. They got to stay healthy. That's the whole thing. You know, if they can't do that, they're gonna have some serious problems.
We go through this. Yeah, we go through this every season with the health of this team, and look what happens. If something happens, I'm not going to be happy if we hear that Aaron Judge goes down again and Stanton and all this. I'm going to be really upset because then we can never depend on any of these guys ever. Because if they get hurt again, it's just another bad hit they're going to take.
It's true.
And their chances of winning a World Series are going to look bad, and we're right back to the drawing board again. I mean, I
believe that the Yankees are going to regret not re-signing Brett Gardner because. You know, you hear about Brett Gardner's too old, this, that, and the other thing. He's the only one that never gets hurt.
That's true.
Yeah, he's very healthy yes, he does. I saw his games played, and you're right. Brett Gardner rarely gets injured. He's very healthy. I'm surprised because I thought he got nipped up in his career a lot, but he does, for the most part, stay healthy. But I think the Jay Bruce signing pretty much rules out Brett Gardner now because they have a load of outfielders, and they have like a logjam, so I think that's it for Brett Gardner. I don't know where he's going to go. He's going to play somewhere, but I don't know.
I'm not quite so sure it's such a good idea. You know, Dave Bruce has been injured for the past several years. You know, Brett Gardner does not get injured. That's the saying.
He doesn't.
Brett Gardner's too old and everything. All these young guys are out for months, and who's in there playing? Brett Gardner.
All these young players in baseball today in sports can't stay healthy. I don't know what it is with the players today. Like I was telling Frank a lot of times, I don't know what these guys took back then, how they stayed healthy, but it was different times. They never got injuries like this.
No.
They played 162 games. Matter of fact, Derek Jeter, at 36 years old, played 162 games. I mean, you don't see that today. You don't see guys 26, 27 playing that many games. Guys are older back then, and they played a whole season. I don't know what those guys took, but they maybe they were on steroids. Who the hell knows? But maybe that's what it was because I don't know how the hell they stayed healthy like that because they play today like that. They get break down. Look at them. I mean, look at the Yankees, for example. Aaron Judge and Stanton couldn't even play in a 60-game season. They played for 2 weeks and they were hurt. I mean, that's horrible.
That's true, man. I don't like maybe it was the steroids keeping them in the game so they can play 162 games. You know what I mean?
A lot of guys did it natural. I mean, a lot of guys did do it clean, and they didn't take steroids. But for the most part, it was the steroid era. So maybe
I have a paragraph about Gardner here. This is just a quick paragraph.
Right,
and jettisoning Gardner, the Yankees will surely lose plenty of effective little eccentricities that don't show up in the box score. And though it doesn't necessarily feel like it, since we'd all like Mike Frazier to encounter the path of least resistance and playing time, Gardner's versatility and drive are both big advantages to the further reaches of this Yankee roster. So the Yankees are really going to be missing Brett Gardner. I mean, he was always healthy. He had a lot of drive, and, you know, now you're getting Jay Bruce, a backup player, to get injured. Jay Bruce is an injury risk himself.
Yeah, he's injury prone already. You know what I mean? And we don't know if he's going to last the whole season regardless, right?
I wasn't crazy with the move. Yeah, I wasn't happy with the move. I just thought it was a stupid sign. But, I mean, the Yankees, they make all these weird moves. And you know what I noticed with them? I mean, they've been doing this for years. They always sign old players, the Yankees. They love that. They did it when George Steinbrenner was the owner. They get these guys when they're washed up. They don't want to. How about they sign young players? They just love old guys.
It's
I don't
true,
know what
man.
it is
I
with
think
them
for
with
all
that.
that, they could have brought back. They could have brought back Brett Gardner for all that.
Yeah, I mean, really, the reason also why they're taking so many risks on players coming back from injuries is because of the Yankees' self-imposed cap that they have put on their payroll at $210 million. You know, signing younger players would cost them more money. They're going on the cheap. You know, they're taking a risk to get players that are high reward. Have a lot of risk to them because they want to stay under the salary cap.
I don't know why. Every year they do that. The Dodgers don't care about the salary, the luxury tax. They go past it. They win the World Series. That's why I'm very confused why the Yankees do this every year. They have all this money and they want to be cheap and not win a World Series. I mean, the Dodgers, they don't care about that. They spend the money and they win. The Yankees have to grow some, you know what? Because the Yankees are never gonna find themselves never winning a World Series if they're gonna continue doing this every year. So
I think the Yankees are going broke, man, because they're not gonna have fans no more, man, in those stands anymore. You know the way they treat them.
Well, if they keep doing this and they keep staying under the luxury tax every year and not giving the fans what they want, then they're not going to come to the stadium. They're going to fan attendance will drop.
Right, like right now, right, with the pandemic going on right now.
Especially with the pandemic going on, yeah.
Only 5,000 people are allowed in the stadium. Like, what is that going to do for the Yankees? What is that going to do? Nothing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You know,
but maybe that's what the Yankee fan attendance is going to be like in the years to come. If the Yankees don't win a World Series in, what is it now? It's going to be 12 years. If this goes on for 18 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, maybe the fans will be empty. The stadium will be completely empty like it was in the 80s.
I mean,
they can't do that.
Like I say all the time, man. Yankee Stadium is a tourist trap. You know what I mean? And majority.
I like what you said too, Frank. You made up a good point. You said the Yankees are. You said, what did you say? They're like the hole that everybody runs through.
Yeah, man, they're the hole of they're the holes of the league. But
yeah, because everybody runs through them.
For real, man. They're a revolving door, man. Everybody gets a turn.
They are. I mean, I don't mean to say that, but you made a good point because everyone beats the Yankees. We can't beat nobody. We can't.
The pinstripes don't even mean nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? In baseball. No. It don't mean nothing no more.
They don't put fear. No, they don't put fear in any team's heart no more.
The Yankees are just another team now. You know, they're just another team. They're not dominating. Yeah. They're not nothing. You know.
No, you know what I'm going to be really upset with now. You know it's going to be down to the Yankees and the Blue Jays and the White Sox. If they can't beat the Blue Jays and the White Sox, then they deserve to lose. They deserve to never win again. If they can't beat one of those two teams, that'll be worse than losing to the Rays.
Yeah.
If they can't beat the White Sox and the Blue Jays.
Well, what it is, the Yankees have had strong seasons. They're just not sealing the deal like many of us Yankee fans want them to do. You know, many people feel we Yankee fans are spoiled. You know, we're complaining about the Yankees not being in the World Series in 12 years.
When you look at all the teams,
I mean, there's teams that haven't been in the World Series in 50 years.
Yeah. But you look at all the teams that we lost to in the past 20 years, there wasn't really any great teams that beat the Yankees when you think about it. I mean, the Marlins weren't good. The Diamondbacks, I give the Diamondbacks because they had Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling. But all the other teams, what? The Red Sox, we were up 3 games to nothing. We should have won that series. We were the better team. We lost to the Texas Rangers. We lost to the Angels. We lost to the Detroit Tigers. That was horrible. We lost to Houston. I mean, all these teams that beat us, they weren't really great teams that beat the Yankees. If you look at all the teams, they were mediocre teams. How did the Yankees lose to these teams? They should have beat them. And they didn't lose any great teams.
Well, you know, every Yankee team, they choke in the playoffs, man. Every Yankee team we had, they choke. They choke in the playoffs.
It doesn't matter who they play then. They don't have to be a great team. They could just lose to anybody. They should beat these teams.
And let me tell you, the Yankees would have never won that World Series in 2009 if Mark Teixeira didn't hit that foul ball that hit the line against the Minnesota Twins. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
If he didn't get that, if he didn't get that down the line, the Yankees would have choked too.
Yeah, Matsui was the World Series MVP in 2009. He had a fantastic Game 6, if you remember.
Oh, he was the reason we won. But I think the main reason we won that year because A-Rod won also in the playoffs. He had a great playoff run, and Yeah, if he didn't have that run, I don't know if the Yankees would have won that year. I mean, it wasn't just him, but he was a big part of why they won in 2009. He was
Matsui.
great, and he never was great year round. He always stunk in the playoffs. So I don't know what happened to him that year. He just woke up.
Yeah,
So
like
You guys remember 2009 when Johnny Damon got a double and went to second base, and no one was covering third base?
Yeah.
that's
And he
another
ran
reason
to
why
third
we won.
base.
That's another
Yeah,
reason.
yeah. He stole 3 bases.
That was in
If-
Philadelphia,
If he didn't do that, we would have lost.
right?
Yeah, maybe,
You know.
maybe, probably.
You know, we got
Probably.
lucky, man, and like the Pope of sports and entertainment and the truth. Matsui was hot that year.
Yes, he was.
They got lucky. I don't know. I still say like the Yankees were a great team in 09. They were great. I mean, but I don't know. I almost think some seem to think that they got lucky that year. 'Cause they were never good. I mean, the Yankees never always had problems hitting in the playoffs. How did they win that year? They never hit runners in scoring position. It's almost like it was a fluke that year. I mean, it was
It
a
was
great
a
team. Don't get me
magical
wrong.
year. They won 103 games, and
Oh no, they were a
they
great
had
team.
many
I think,
comeback
way.
from behind victories during the season. You know, Milky Cabral was involved in a lot of the come from behind victories.
Yeah, Milky. He
It was
had
a
a lot
great
of.
year.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that Yankee team. It was one of my favorite Yankee teams, and I'm not taking away from it. But the Yankees that we all know is that they never hit. What do they do now? What do they do the last 12 years? They don't hit in the postseason. That's the team that's the real Yankees. They don't ever do that. They don't hit in the playoffs. They don't come through like that. They choke.
Well,
They
like
don't. The Yankees.
I want to
Yeah.
make a good point that the Pope of Sports is saying that the Yankees had a balanced lineup at that time. The Yankees at this
Yeah,
point,
You know what?
they had a balanced lineup when they won.
Oh yeah, no,
that
they
year.
did. Yes, lefty, righty. Now they did. Matsui was a lefty. Posada was a switch hitter. Teixeira was a switch hitter. Cano was a lefty. Damon was a lefty. Now they did have more balance, but I don't know. The Yankees don't go out and get those type of hitters anymore. I don't know. They don't get lefty hitters.
It's all been
Guys are
righties.
balanced.
It's all been righty hitters, man. Righty, righty, righty.
It's all righties. There's only one lefty hitter, Hicks. That's it.
That was what we
That's it.
had.
Well, Tauchman and Ford are lefty. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike Tauchman and Ford are lefty hitters, but they're bench guys.
That's the problem. You know what I mean? We need them
Yeah.
on the bench. You know. That's
Yeah.
it's.
You need everyday players.
Oh no,
Yeah, you gotta need everyday players, not
wait,
bench
Aaron
guys.
Hicks. Aaron Hicks is a lefty, right? Is Aaron Hicks a lefty?
Yeah, well, he's a switch hitter.
Oh, well.
He's a lefty though, but he's a switch hitter. Yeah.
So yeah, that
Yeah.
works out there. But other than that, everybody else is right-handed. You know.
The whole lineup: Judge, Stanton, Sanchez, Torres, LeMahieu, Urshela, Voit, Frazier, everybody. Whole lineup. That's the whole lineup. I just named the whole lineup for you.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like we said before, man. Yankees have to have that hit
more
hit and a
contact.
blast type of
They
going
need more
on.
contact hitters. They have
Yeah,
too many.
they
And
need
that whole
contact
lineup that I
hitters.
just told you, they're all power hitters. They don't have any contact hitters with the exception of LeMahieu. That's it.
Well,
They don't
in,
have any. They don't have any contact hitters. Too many power hitters.
well, in spring training, they're gonna be fighting for jobs. So, more than likely, I would think Aaron Hicks will play center field. If Aaron Judge stays healthy, he'll play right, and then you'll have Clint Frazier in left field. I would think.
Yeah, well, he's definitely going to be left field, Frazier. That's your outfield, Frazier, Judge, and Hicks. That's going to be a opening day, I think, outfield. Their lineup is. I already know what their lineup is going to look like already. So.
And you got Stanton that he's a waste, but he can play DH. That's about it.
Oh, he was great though. He was great last year in the postseason. Though I give him that. He was great. I'm not going to.
Yeah, he was fantastic in the postseason.
Yeah, he was great. He was.
Yeah,
hitting home
but
runs
he's
left
not
and
great
right. The problem was
defensively.
The rest of the team can do anything for him. Huh?
But he's not great defensively on the field, man. He can't play the field.
Oh no, that's why they. And they were very afraid of putting him in the outfield because of his injury problems. I don't think they want to put him in the outfield anymore. I think his outfield days are done. They just
Yeah,
put him in
man.
the DH.
He's gonna be like another Big Papi, just a professional DH, man. That's it.
Yeah, and you look at Stanton in top 100 plays. He's like a 90. He's not a top 10 or top 20 plays. Stanton. He's like top 90. That's how bad he is now. Because he's always injured and he's a all or nothing hitter. Stanton. I knew the type of player that we were getting when we traded for him. I knew he wasn't like a spectacular, talented, great player. He's a home run hitter. That's it. But they wanted him because they had him and Aaron Judge together. The Yankees thought they were going to win the World Series with those two guys. They're two big sluggers, but it didn't work out. You need contact hitters, guys that hit in the clutch, hitting the runners in scoring position. Those are the type of hitters they need.
No,
They can't just get power
truly do.
hitters.
But the thing is that if Aaron Judge gets hurt, man, it's a waste of a career for this guy. It's
Yeah,
a
I'm
waste
really
of
going to be
time.
upset, and I'm going to have to say I'm not going to sign him back if he gets hurt again.
You
That's going to
know?
be the last hurrah for me. I mean, that's it. I'm like checking out. If Judge is injured again, I'm going to just say that's it. Don't give this guy a contract. I
He's
can't do
gonna
it.
be
I
a
mean,
waste of 5 years that we invested in this guy. You know what I mean?
5 years, they're not going
We
to.
spent more money on medical bills than actually paying these guys salary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're always injured. I don't get it with them. You ever
know?
think maybe it's like rigged baseball? Like, you really think these injuries are real? Because sometimes I think baseball is rigged, because how could you get injuries this much? It's almost like it's not real, like it's fake.
Sometimes I don't believe the injuries are real, man. The way they be.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, and sometimes I feel like the player could be faking it because he don't want to play anymore. You know, or that type of ordeal. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's just...
I feel like, because how come, like you said before, right? Players used to play 162 games a whole year, and also players used to play hurt. You know?
Yeah, they did.
And not only that, when a player was hurt, let's say like Don Mattingly, if he was hurt or something, he would have to switch up his batting style so he don't feel the pain to hit the ball. Yeah. And sometimes that puts you in a better groove, and then you start hitting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was just going to... Yeah, perfect example. Another guy that played injured was Mickey Mantle. I think he had a lot of things wrong with him. He had like a bad leg. He had a drinking problem. Mantle was
tons
was
of
a
things.
Big drinker.
He blew both his ACLs.
He never was injured.
He was playing on 2 blown ACLs. Players can't even play on an ACL today at all.
Nope.
If you blow your ACL, you ain't playing. Your career is over. Sit. But this guy, he played on 2 broken ACLs, and he broke the first one in the World Series in his first year, right? Playing right field. He stepped on a drain pipe, whatever, and he played ever since then. His whole career with 2 torn ACLs. That's crazy.
You talking about Mickey Mantle?
Yeah, Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, he was an incredible player.
The first time it happened, the Yankees had, an antiquated draining system in the old stadium, and there were little draining wells out in the outfield, and it was Mantle's rookie year in '51, and Joe DiMaggio's final season with the Yankees, and DiMaggio, a fly ball was hit to the outfield, and Mantle was going for the ball. But Joe DiMaggio, being the veteran, yelled, "I have the ball, I've got it." And Mantle pulled up and got his foot caught in one of the drains and blew out his knee.
Oh.
Yeah, that's game one of the World Series, man, 1951.
But you see the perseverance those guys had back then, and they played through all of it. You won't see that today. Those days are gone. You don't see guys play like that when they get injured and they come back from injury, and they don't have the heart. These guys, they don't have the heart.
Now, if you get injured on the Yankees, they send you down to Tampa Bay. They're gonna get you a spa massage. Then you're gonna get a suntan session.
They just want to put everybody on the injured list just for the sake of putting them on there. They love that, the Yankees front office.
Then they walk you around Disney World for a little while. It's crazy, man. Then the rehab is ridiculous.
Yeah, right away someone gets hurt, they just want to put you on the injured list. Oh, that's a sprain, what do you call it, pinky, or, that's it, put them on the injured list. They always do that. They just always panic. They panic, the Yankees. As soon as someone gets the slightest injury, no, we got to put them on the injured list. They don't even waste any time. They want to do it. Yeah.
Michael, I just wanted to check in on this real quick. I was looking about, have you heard, I have a quick paragraph here about a Yankee young player that may be coming up. His name, Jason Dominguez, has yet to play in a professional baseball game since signing with the Yankees in 2019. But the hype for the teenager is incredible at this point in time, and that many people are comparing him to Mike Trout.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Really?
hearing that.
Dominguez, who turned 18 earlier this month, is more advanced than Mike Trout was at his age, according to Kylie McDaniel, author of ESPN's Top 100 MLB Prospects. It says so Jason Dominguez, who turned 18, there's a possibility he might be up on the Yankees by the age of 19, and they say he is quite a specimen.
So that's Aaron Judge replacement right there. That's Aaron Judge replacement right there.
Right.
Jason Dominguez. Well, he better be good. Well, he's a center. Is he going to be a center fielder, Dominguez, or a right fielder?
Well,
Right.
he gonna have to play that right field for now, because that's where he's going.
Yeah. Well, Dominguez. It sounds like the way they're hyping this guy up, he's going to be like Mike Trout. Then I mean, and they're saying I think he's coming up next year because everyone thinks he's coming up in 2022 or 2023. I think it's going to be like next year. I think.
Well, we got Aaron Hicks in center field for a while. Aaron Hicks has that job for a while in center field, so he's going to have to play right.
If you're bringing up Jason Dominguez, you don't care about Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks, they could just trade Aaron Hicks. They don't. He only makes $10 million. He doesn't make that much money, so they could just trade Aaron Hicks. I don't like Aaron Hicks anyways. That guy's.
Well, he hits home runs, man, and he can play the field pretty good, man. But they can save some money by getting rid of him if this kid is that great. You know?
As this article says, now the best 18-year-old isn't always the best 25-year-old. Like sometimes they fall within that cohort, so you don't know where it's going to go. But right now, he has done everything he can possibly do, and we're about to find out where that's going to slot. So, he's a fantastic prospect, but prospects have to play out, and he still is very young.
Well,
and he also has a nickname already. They call him the Martian. So that's
exactly.
Wow. So hopefully he gets the
planet.
Well, we got to see him how he plays in AAA and all that. He's got to go around the league a little bit first.
Right.
It's a quick thing, and he just breaks right through the majors. But he's got to go through all that. I hope it's quick. Maybe he'll go right through the single A, double A, triple A.
Well, it's gonna
right
be
to the majors. I hope so.
It's gonna be a huge learning curve for that kid.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
But this kid's he's a talented player. I mean, they're saying he's like a generational talent. I hope
he's a major physical specimen.
Yeah, he's the replacement for Aaron Judge. If Judge can't stay healthy, then that's the guy, I guess.
We're gonna see, man. We'll see what happens. And what else should we be looking forward to in spring training?
Well, I mean, the sights and the sounds. I want to see, how all the players feel about the season. I want to hear interviews. I was going to tell you, I want to hear Judge and all of them talking about the season and Garrett Cole. And, they usually have the press conferences. They're going to do one tomorrow. I know Boone is supposed to talk to the media tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to it, man.
I wonder if the players already quarantined. So the players will have to players have to quarantine for 10 days.
I was going to ask you this: is it going to be televised the spring training? I know the games, but are they going to?
My first spring training game, I have MLB.TV, and the first Yankee spring training game will be on February 28th, and they will be playing teams within their own region. They're not going to be traveling all over the state of Florida like the Yankees will play the Phillies and the Blue Jays. Yeah. And the teams in their general area. The Mets will play teams in their general area. So there's not major traveling across the state.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun. I hope we win, man. It's going to be a special season. I hope it's and the Yankees, there's no excuse. You guys have to admit this. With the American League being so weak, the Yankees have to get to the World Series. I mean, they have to make it. And
they have to be a playoff team. Yes, they do.
They should be. They should represent the American League for the World Series. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I mean, there's nobody good in the American League. It's weak. Who is there? The White Sox and Blue.
The White Sox and the Twins. That's it, man. That's all you got going on. And Tampa Bay and Toronto, man. That's it. I
mean, I don't even consider Tampa Bay good. They took a huge step back. I don't even know if Tampa Bay is going to be good. I think it's just going to be Yankees, Blue Jays, and White Sox. I mean, it's just three teams.
Yeah.
That's a decent prediction. That's a decent early prediction before the season started.
Yeah, probably it'll be Red Sox or somebody else.
But I think the Yankees will make it. I just want to see. I just think they're missing something, though. I still think they're missing that player. I don't know why, but I still think the Yankees have to make a move.
Well, I'll
to
tell you
December,
one thing: the
I think they
Yankees
have
are
to.
missing base running, man. They don't have stealing or nothing
Yeah.
like that. They don't steal bases or none of that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's a problem too. It's speed.
You
Oh,
gotta
they got
bring.
that kid Greg Allen. Maybe he's going to be like he's a speedster. They made that signing. The Yankees, they made the trade with the Padres for Greg Allen, but I don't know if he's going to have any room on this team unless they DFA him. But
Yeah, but
that's
nobody on this
he's
team
got
could
speed.
steal a base. Who can
I know
steal a
Tyler
base?
Wade's got speed. Tyler Wade's fast, but that guy sucks. He can't hit.
Yeah, but
But
he's not. He's not.
he
He's not
steals
a
bases.
starter. He's not a starter. All the starters on the team
I
can't
know.
steal a base. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I think maybe
Well,
Gleyber Torres could steal a base, right? Maybe he could.
yeah, I hope Gleyber Torres has a big season this year, man. I really expect him to have a big year. I hope he's not going to be a bad defensively again. I hope he's better defensively because last year he's terrible defensively.
Well, he's only gonna get better
Sure.
because he has so much experience already. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
hope so. Well, he's a natural shortstop, so I don't know why he was so bad last year. He's really a shortstop, Torres. I mean, everyone says, "Oh, second base," but he's a natural shortstop, so I don't know why he was bad defensively. Maybe because he was hurt.
I
He
don't
was
know, man.
injured.
It's maybe because he hasn't played it in a while. You know what I mean? And then you
Yeah, maybe
automatically
that's why.
playing.
Yeah, because he used to play it in the minors. He was always playing shortstop in the minors. So maybe when he did that transformation, maybe it changed everything. Could be, but I think he's gonna be good. So
You know, I think
I
he
mean, the
shouldn't have a
Yankees, man. I
problem.
just hope they win, man. I'm getting really tired of this waiting game. They better win the World Series.
For real, man.
So
So
we
let's.
Yankee fans are excited about the Yankees reporting to spring training tomorrow. And thank you to the Pope of Sports for following us. And I'll follow the Pope of Sports as well.
Yeah, man. So I guess we had a good show, man. We can end it here, man. It was good, man.
Great show.
Good.
And then on
Great
Friday,
video. Great thanks.
on Friday, we can talk about all the stuff that happened of the opening of spring training. You know what I mean? And what to expect and all that. That is going to be a good show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so thanks, man.
Yeah, so
Great video, man.
So tomorrow, I guess we'll wake up and watch baseball, man. Somehow, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna be, but somebody will be reporting on something. You know what I mean? But,
so we'll get the first reports.
You know, it's gonna be good. Let's read what the sports is. Don't have pitching. Dodgers most balanced team. The Dodgers are the most balanced team in American League, man. But I guess we're gonna end it here, man. It's a good show, man. And I guess we'll continue this on Friday, Tuesdays and Fridays, 5 p.m. And
all right, man.
It was good, man. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you, the Pope of Sports and Entertainment and the Truth. You the man, bro. And we'll see everybody in the next one. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody. See ya.
Take care.